Danny Byrd. I'm down here in London at the hospital offices talking about my new album Supersized. I'm going to be taking you through some behind the scenes footage of in the studio, some of the collaborations on the album, and talking about the rest of the tracks that are on the LP.
As I'm staring through the red mist, I feel my blood boiling as I'm clenching my fist so hard.
So when I was making my album, I thought it'd be a wicked idea to kind of like document it and kind of film as much as I can. I love watching kind of some of the hip-hop albums. They always kind of document their studio footage on YouTube, so I wanted to do something similar with my album. This is Danny Byrd in the lab, mid-album. Just had studio snacks and cornflakes and a cup of tea. Just going to get into using the talk box. The album is called Supersized because anybody that knows me knows that I love all types of fast food, from the modest Big Mac right through to a gourmet burger. So that's the kind of meaning behind the title. This album's taken probably, in Tony Coleman's eyes, like 10 years, but the kind of real truth of the matter is the actual physical time taken making the album's been in the last kind of year or so. I kind of signed with Hospital back around 2000 and had a few singles out and a few remixes, and then kind of went quiet for a little bit since the whole software shift from studios. I was on a hardware setup, so it took me a while to get up to speed with, you know, using Logic or Cubase or Reason or the latest computer programs. But since about 2005 I've been making tunes consistently again, and 2008 it was time to do a full-length debut album. There's quite a few collaborations on the album. One of my favourite ones is the one I did with the Brooks Brothers called Gold Rush. Kind of only recently met the Brooks Brothers, like last year, when they came down to our local night in Bath, and we kind of hit it off. We had the same musical influences. We liked the same stuff. We hated the same stuff. It was kind of like a, you know, we were musically on the same wavelength, and I just sort of said drunkenly we should do a collaboration, and it was like yeah, that's cool. But then the next day, in my hangover state, I kind of hit him up on AIM and said, "Oh, so you still up for that collaboration?" And they were like, yeah, when do you want to do it? And I said, right, Monday, which was like 2 days later. So after meeting them, I was in the studio like in a matter of sort of 48 hours, and we were writing the tune.
Yeah, good thanks, man. Just in the studio at the moment, actually. Sick, There's 12 strings on this.
I told him we need to like filter the strings as well, make them like build out for a low pass filter. So how did it feel to be the main Cubase operator today?
I feel very privileged, man.
It's a great honour for you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So if you just want a break, just tell the Brooks Brothers to use Logic. One of my other favourite tracks on the album is called Weird Science, which is kind of like a vocodery, like Justice, Daft Punk type track. It's kind of a cliche thing to say, but I wanted to do something that had kind of robot sounding vocals, 8-bit type sounds. Also wanted to do like crazy build-ups and breakdowns and have that crazy electro breakdown in the middle. So I'm going to try and get a bit of talk box on one of the tracks. The talk box
it's being powered from the keyboard. Basically, the sound is coming out of the keyboard here, going straight into this amp, and then coming out of the amp straight into the talk box, into a little speaker there. Let's turn that up. So all that sound is coming through that little horn driver in there inside the talk box, and then you have a little plastic tube like this that you plug into the talk box, and then put the other end in your mouth and make vowel-shaped noises. Does that look fake?
Probably the biggest tune leading up to the album, which took me by surprise, was a tune called Shock Out, which is kind of like a very 1994 jungle influenced rinse out. All the vocals on Shock Out were actually original vocals recorded by my singer, who I've often collaborated with, called IK. What we did was, I wanted that kind of old speeded up Helium Chipmunk type vocals, so what we did in the studio was actually slow the track down, record the vocals at normal speed, and then pitch IK's vocals back up to give it that authentic jungle sound.
So we just need some more ad-libs that we're then going to pitch up.
Right. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. The thing is, what do you want me to? Do you want us to structure an ad-lib or just go for an ad-lib?
Just go for it, but like I said, make sure that they're more. They're not higher in the range, yeah, because it's gonna be pitched up like 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they all sound too chill.
It's like what the?
Yeah, remember that this became this.
Right.
So yeah.
You don't want to know some cat flipping screams. Okay, so basically
so
that
just
means,
do your thing. Just
okay. We'll just hit it. Is this real?
One of the things I've wanted to do for a long time is kind of do a VIP of an old track I did called Planet Music, which I originally recorded for the Weapons of Mass Creation, the first compilation. The first time I recorded the vocals with Foxy, he kind of said, yeah, I'll be there at 2 o'clock, blah blah, and it ended up being that he turned up at 10 o'clock at night, and he left the car running outside and just jumped in and did the vocals really quickly. So when I came to do the VOP, I actually lost the Foxy vocals. I couldn't find them on the hard drive anywhere, so I had to track down Foxy and do the vocals all again. Well, of course, it wasn't going to be an easy process, and in the end I had to take my laptop and a microphone set up to a corner shop in Bristol, and we kind of did it out in the back of the corner shop, and I had the laptop set up on a stack of cans of Coke, and the mic was attached to a pot noodle stand. So but we managed to get the take. You have to do everything to make it work, basically.
Welcome to DBTV. Yeah. Got myself Foxy. Right now we're just re-recording shit for the album and shit.
Because I lost it the first time round.
Well, he lost it a long time ago, but about the album stuff, he lost it a little while ago. But this is where we're at my brethren's shop. You know what I mean? We always keep it sweet, you know what I mean? So right now we're just up in here, just recording and shit. Just keeping it ghetto, keeping it gangster. Kind of, anyway. But yeah, like I said. DBTV, baby!
I'm Danny Byrd, and I've been talking about the making of my album Supersized, which is out on Hospital Records, on iTunes, Hospital Shop, all good record shops, out now.